Okay, so Happy New Year. First day of the year, the first day that we have our new resolutions on what we want to do differently this year. And then we set goals. But what we do when we set goals, I keep saying I'll refer to myself, what I've done and what I do still, but not to the extent. When I set goals, I'm focused on the goal and only the goal. And what the trickery with that is although it's good to be focused on achieving something, but when we go from being focused to being obsessed to only thinking about the goal, you miss out on the process. I miss out on the process. And you're doing something to achieve something, to feel a certain way, but what you're actually doing is you're doing it for the experience of achieving something. But when we become too focused on obsessing about the goal, we don't even pay attention to the process. I don't even pay attention to the process. And I'm not saying dramatically, not at all, but I'll use, again, for myself, I'm painting, and it's a big commission. I could lose myself in thinking about the commission rather than lose myself in the painting. I don't do that. And if I start to do that, I catch myself, because then what I'm putting into the painting is nothing of what it should be. So enjoying the process, like when we die, when we leave this body, even up to that moment, and we reflect on our life, do you want to reflect on how many more episodes of Seinfeld you can watch? How many more days of doing something that you don't enjoy? It can build a regret, and it's because of habit. It's because of I could tell myself this is just the way it is, and I'm just going to keep going along, because if I change, it's too difficult. And even that in itself, it's only difficult because you're saying it's difficult, because I become a product of instant gratification. So, I want it now. And if it doesn't happen now, it's not going to happen. Therefore, I'll just settle for this because this is what it's supposed to be. And it's the complete opposite of that. We can literally have any type of life, year, day, moment we want instantly. But I tend to give resistance, because it's not going to happen the way my ego tells it to. To be a successful artist, I have to be making so much more money right now than I am. And that's crazy sounding to me saying it, but that's not true. What measures success? Well, for me, it used to be how much money do I make per hour? What's my title at my job? How many paintings did I sell? How much money did I make? And I definitely come to know now that success for me is not strapping a water heater to my back, because I don't prefer it, and climbing upstairs and changing out water heaters or unclogging toilets or whatever it is. I enjoyed that work, but it wasn't my passion. My passion is painting and talking about my experiences, so maybe people can relate and have a different perspective than one's having, because that's all it is perspective change. So to the New Year's resolution, to looking back on your whole life. So we don't have to jump to, when you die, you look back, but we can start smaller. Maybe look back at the year. So in the year that just passed, instead of setting goals of, I'm going to quit smoking, I'm going to go to the gym, look back and see what you would do without. Like, man, I watched so much TV. I'm gonna make it a resolution to watch less TV. And it's kind of the same thing, but for me, it's more motivating to look back and see what I want to change than to look ahead and see what I'm going to change, because I want to base it off of what I prefer in life, and nobody knows what I prefer in life more than me. So when I examine my past year, there are things that I prefer to do, and there are things that I don't prefer to do anymore, and I move in that direction, which frees up a lot more energy, time, space, thought, to focus on the things that I do love. And if you don't know what you love, it's very easy to find out what you're passionate about, and to find the support in that is something you don't have to look for, because if you're in your passion, you will be supported. You just have to open up your mind and your perspective of where that support's coming from, and not allow your ego to dictate what support is or isn't, because support can come in the form of a extra bag of extra fries on a day that you don't have money for food, and they throw you in extra fries. I don't know. Or support can come in the form of money. But be aware that it can be a lot of different things than just money, free. Being in an abundance of support is become a different view for me now, because I see it's just beyond money and people saying, go get them. There's so much support given to me, and when you look and you're aware of it, you actually see more of it, and it just allows you to be in your passion, whatever it is: woodworking, painting, helping people through spirituality. I say helping, sharing experiences. It's a new year, but I was in bed last night by 10 o'clock. Actually, before that, I think I went to bed at 8:30, watched some program and passed out meditating. I don't want to wait anymore for a day to declare what I want to change about myself, because there's only today, there's only the now, there's only this moment, and in any moment that you are in, you can choose to be whoever you want to be. And the best way to do that, in my experience, is be aware of the story you're telling yourself. Be aware of what you're saying to yourself and what you're believing to be true about yourself, because that's going to reflect in your reality, and that's going to reflect in your interactions and all your experiences. And what I believe to be true is I create my own reality, and it starts with my awareness and changing a lot of the way I used to think. Just want to say good morning, Happy New Year. I love everybody who supports me, and even those who don't support me, because it just goes to show you that that's your choice, and you can have anything you want in it. You don't have to watch this, you don't have to resonate with it, you don't have to do shit but what you want to do, and that's the beauty of being human right now. And think about the abundance you're in. If you're watching this, you have technologies in your hand or possession to allow you to watch it, and that's an abundance, especially if you compare it to less abundance. And I'm not saying compare your life, I'm just saying be aware of the abundance that you actually do have, opposed to the abundance that you say you're lacking. I don't know, that's a long one. I love yous all. I'm gonna go live and paint, and have a great day.